Good Tuesday morning. Hope you're having an awesome start to your week. Almost a hump day. So with that, I'm just going to go back to the way I did it before, where I read the whole psalm and then gave some commentary. I think that flows a little better. So Psalm 6, it's a prayer for deliverance. So it starts off with, Lord, rebuke me not in your anger, neither chasten me in thy hot displeasure. Have mercy upon me, O Lord, for I am weak. O Lord, heal me, for my bones are vexed. My soul is also sore vexed, but thou, O Lord, how long? Return, O Lord, deliver my soul. O save me for thy mercy's sake. For in death there is no remembrance of thee, in the grave who shall give thee thanks? I am weary with my groaning. All the night all night long I make my bed to swim. I water my couch with tears. My eye is consumed because of grief. It waxes old because of all my enemies. Depart from me, all of you workers of iniquity, for the Lord has heard the voice of my weeping. The Lord has heard my supplication. The Lord will receive my prayer. Let all my enemies be ashamed and sore vexed. Let them return and be ashamed suddenly. The way the psalm starts out is, the psalmist is saying, rebuke me not in thy anger, nor chasten me in thy hot displeasure, and have mercy on me. A lot of times, a lot of us like to jump to the end of the psalm saying, Lord, hear my prayer, receive my prayer, and go into a place of assurance. But humility has to lead the way. And you see here that it's almost like the psalmist did something to deserve the anger of the Lord. But before the psalmist can go to the request that they have upon the Lord, they come first in a heart posture of humility. It's coming to God just knowing that, God, I know I'm not perfect, and I know that even though I mess up, that your mercies are still new every morning. And all the things that I might have done wrong, I let them go, and I just forgive myself of all of those things. And I rely upon you for every good that comes my way. So it's you're refusing to take on pride is what you're doing. You're refusing to go to God and say, I do everything right, I didn't deserve this, and you got to make this right. No, that's not at all the way to approach God. And it's just approaching God just with humility. And so he says, heal me, for my bones are vexed. My soul is also vexed. And after that, he says, deliver my soul. And so after coming in a spirit of humility, the psalmist is asking for healing. And a lot of times when we go to God for healing, most of the time it's for physical symptoms. But the healing of God is more, it's not just limited to what's in the physical, but it goes beyond that every one of us has a heart. And if you go to Luke chapter 4, verse 18, you'll know that Jesus came to heal the brokenhearted. And that your heart is how is what God sees in you. That he wants your heart more than anything else. And if your heart is broken, that means that you're limited in how much of God's love you can receive. And so with that, I want to just really press into you that if your heart's broken in any area, it's the Lord's desire to heal that heart so that you can receive even more of his love. And the love of God is just absolutely infinite. We know that his mercies are new every morning, but on top of his mercy, there's loving kindness that he has for you. And now verse 9, the Lord has heard my supplication, the Lord will receive my prayer. That's a strong way to finish a prayer. And salvation belongs to the Lord, and this salvation is deliverance. Joy comes from the Lord. Happiness comes from the Lord. Delighting yourself in the Lord is a way to lead a happy life. And God, at the end of the day, God is your source for every emotional need, physical need. And that to come to a heart place of knowing that God is the fulfillment of all of those things with that kind of dependence on God, there comes an assurance of, I know you've heard my prayer. I know you're going to answer these prayers because I know that you care for my heart. And so if there's any of you out there, and if it feels like God doesn't care for you, no, he does care for you. And he really wants to heal that broken heart inside of you, because at the end of the day, he wants you to be able to experience even more of his love. But like I said, you have to approach him in just a heart posture of humility. If you wanted to put it this way, pride completely stops the love of God. But humility will just, that's how you open the faucet to God's love. So with that said, hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you tomorrow.